Hello. So, today we're going to make the roses in honor of Valentine's Day. We do have that coming up, and everybody has their own way to make them. I know I've seen a lot of people use ribbon and whatnot, but what I found is the most effective and the cheapest way to make these is literally with crepe paper. So easy to do. I've got blue. So, just going to start off. And actually, first things first, I need to use my guide. I cut it down just a little bit. So any piece of cardboard, anything like that will do. And so simple, you just wrap it around the guide. Several times, because what we want is like 16 little sheets. So 16 little sheets will make a nice sized rose. So that's what you want to do. And let's see. Keep going. So how's everybody's day been so far? Here it's really cold. We're supposed to get a lot of wind. So I was like, hey, today is the perfect day to grab my glue gun and get to crafting. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, I think we've got enough. Cut out a few, then just go in between it, cut the folds. Okay, so we have a stack like that, and to start out, let me see, can everybody see this? Put it down a little bit more. Okay. Just a square. And you literally just fold it. Fold it inwards, like toward itself. Hold on. Of course, my nails want to get in the way. And I am not going, I need a balance, and my nail's done so freaking bad. I broke my nail making a craft. But it is too cold out there to be fighting going to the nail shop today. So there we have it. Okay, and it should look like this, you know, just a triangle, normal triangle. And then what you want to do is take the points of the triangle and fold it inward. Super easy. Fold them both inward where you meet the center line. And that's what it should look like. Do the same thing on the other side. Meet it in the middle. Line and crease it. So, and what I do to make it a little bit stronger with that is to just glue it up. And it makes sense once you get to wrapping them. The glue helps hold everything together instead of having a big mess. Okay, if it don't stick to your fingers, and stick it to mine. Okay, so it looks something like this. It looks like an envelope, actually. I'm going to glue it a little bit more. And I'll hold it up closer. See, it just looks like just a normal envelope. And hold on, my camera fell a little bit. Anything to be a pain in the butt. Okay, so here we go. There's the rose. And I already had some made up ahead of time, so I'm going to pull those out just so we can get it moving. So I have, you know, like I said, it takes about 16. You want to make sure you have when you're doing the triangles, you want it to be a pretty precise point because, you know, it'll make the edges to the petals look better later once you're getting it all together. Okay, so then you get the main one. I'm going to just pull out 16 real quick. Okay, I have my 16. So what I do, and it's really super fast and easy, you know, instead of trying to do it all at the same time, just make a whole bunch of them up. And like I said, it takes about 16 little squares, envelopes, whatever you want to call them, to make that, to make the rose. So then what I'm going to use is, let me grab them. I'm actually going to use chopsticks. I ordered a huge bag of like 1,000 chopsticks for super cheap on Amazon. And they're perfect for craft sticks. Like, perfect. The little, you know, the point at the end and all that. Okay. And I used this the other day to hold on to something, but I didn't have anything. Okay, so then what you want to do is, you just want to start with, I like to start with the smallest one, and then go on. So, I mean, you don't have to, it doesn't have to be super precise, but you kind of want to keep, you know, go from smaller to larger, because, of course, the petals get larger as you go on. So, put these together real quick. I'm trying to get it done before my husband comes home, and, you know, it's hard to make a video when you got somebody in there with you, especially if they're not crafting. He's not much of a crafter. I am. I'm a hardcore, have glue gun, will travel type of crafter. Like, I don't play with my craft time. It is definitely therapy. I think it's a good way to kind of blow off some steam and make the world a prettier place to be. Alright, I'm just going to finish these up real quick. But I think the end result is super cute, and especially the clincher is when you put the glitter on it. It changes the whole freaking game with it. But that's just me. I think everything is better with glitter, and I am sure I'm not the only one who thinks that. So if you're watching this on the repost, just maybe leave a comment in there to let me know where you're at, where you're watching from. Maybe a gentle critique if you're thinking there's a better way to do it. If you have an easier way, by all means, I am open to learn, because it is kind of time consuming, especially when you're trying to do the whole thing. So let's see. Let's finish this up right quick. You don't necessarily have to use the 16. I don't know why. To me, that's just my magic number is the 16. Because I think it makes it look fuller, thicker, and, you know, gives more definition to when you're putting the glitter in there to have the different layers, you know, reflective and sparkling, because everything is better with glitter. I think this is a good craft for the kids. You know, it's supposed to be, in my area, it's supposed to be cold and windy. So it would be something good to keep the kids occupied for relatively cheap. I mean, these are what, $1.25 at Dollar Tree, and couldn't be too much more at other places, and maybe even less. So for like less than $2, y'all are jamming and making a fun craft. Okay, so I got I have put them all together. Let's see, get the rest of it. I'll bring it down just a bit. And then just roll it. I like to put glue on it too, that way it doesn't try to come apart, and it kind of holds it a little bit more. And once you put the glue, I mean like the Mod Podge type glue, because you can use Mod Podge, but I'm cheap, so I have my own Mod Podge concoction with the water and glue. Equal parts water and glue is what I use for mine. I want this to be spread out a little bit more. And kind of at the same time, kind of pulling back on those petals. That way you get more full, you know, you get a fuller, I should say, more full. You get a fuller rose at the end. So try not to be too tight with that. And definitely, if you have you know, any tricks to this or anything, any better ideas, something that works better for you, please share in the comments. Because, of course, I'm always looking for, you know, easier ways to make crafts. And I think this is a real cute thing to do with the kids. And my niece loves to do stuff like that, likes to do stuff like this with paper. And if they, you know, mess it up, it's the whole roll's $1.25. Like, buy more, you know, or there's plenty. Like, you could literally make a whole dozen roses. Maybe something gifts they could make for their moms, stepmoms, grandparents, you know, teachers. Just something cute, you know? Okay. And kind of shape it here at the bottom so it looks more rose-like. Then we got that for a smaller rose. But once I get in there, I use my craft tweezers. Oh, they got all kinds of glitter on them. Okay. So then what I do with the craft tweezers, I just take them in and kind of, you know, clip onto it and then curl it. To kind of give more definition to those petals, let them stick out just a little bit more. So everything isn't all just rolled up. So just get in there. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm going to do that all the way around the rose. Way fuller. And it looks better, like I said, once the glitter is on. And once it dries, I love the consistency of it once it dries. Because it's like, it's hard. It almost feels, I don't want to say glass, I don't want to say that, but it's way harder and stronger, so it lasts longer. And real roses will wilt and eventually, as we know, die. And these ones won't. So it'd be a cute thing to, you know, the kids can make for grandma, for mom, whoever. So you just twist those around until you get more definition. Go all the way around the rose. And it's easier with craft tweezers because it can make more, you know, get in there closer than what my fingers can. Okay. Almost done rolling that, and then we could do the Mod Podge. Douse it with glitter. And then let it dry. And I'm going to put, you know, the stem, all that kind of crap. Okay, so here we go. It's a little bit more fuller. And then once we do the glue, it's going to spread out a little bit more. Okay, just a moment. I got to grab the corresponding glitter. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Oh, hello. I'm not sure how that happened, but I am making a rose. Would you like to make roses? So now we're at the part where we use the Mod Podge. We'll get the petals wet, and then we'll, of course, douse it with glitter. Just going around. And then I'm going to take the tweezers again, curl it back down. We don't want to get it too wet, but we definitely want the glitter to be able to adhere to it. And it is definitely a messy craft. All right, and so what would be your favorite color? Thank you for doing that, sir, because I wasn't sure why you were in there in the first place. It was kind of... This is only my second live, so I'm not really, not really super up on how to do the lives, but I'll get better. Okay, so just want to get these, you know, wet, because you want to get that glue in there. You want that glitter to stick and, like, really pop. And you can always go back over it later to see when there's different pieces to see what was missed and what needs more glitter. Just pull these back a little bit. Okay, and I keep plates for all my different colors of glitter. Just makes it easier. Just get to pour them. Just trying to get all the areas that were missed by the glitter, but I'm going to let it dry a little bit more. That way it'll be easier to, you know, get those parts wet and get the glitter back on. But tentatively, here is our glitter rose. I'll finish it up and post a video to my story with it. All right, thank you everyone for tuning in, who did tune in, and check me out. Who did tune in, and check me out.